Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, all live on 2K Sports. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Minnesota. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they just looked sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Irving surveying the floor. And there it is for him. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
And he gets it to go.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
They kick it out to Green. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Irving for 3. Outside, Green. Pass to Kleba. Here's Lively. Shot clock at 5. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Well, Luka Doncic on the receiving end of a quality pass. We usually see him with the ball. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Now, here is Irving. Last game he had 34 points. Here's Doncic. Here's Lively. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Boy, what a feel Luka Doncic brings to the game. This guy always willing to get his teammates involved.
Edwards drawing the double team. Pass to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
It's rebounded by Doncic.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And part of the show tonight, Doris, Kyrie Irving's phenomenal handle.
Hey, Kevin, if you ask any NBA player who their favorite to watch is, many will come up with the name Kyrie Irving. It's the ability to have that elite handle, the footwork, the creativity, the ability to shoot a jumper, the pull-up, the lay-in. This guy is absolutely amazing.
Count that one.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
On the wing, Doncic. And the wide open shot from Green. Another three for Dallas.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
That's to Gobert. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
So both teams changing it up here.
One shot.
For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players, Doris, to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013, probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And he stays with it. Out to Doncic. Drains the three-pointer. Doncic has got 8 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Washington. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Hardaway with a wide-open look. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
This guy's so confident with his motion. Tim Hardaway Jr. looking unconscious.
Out to Edwards. Knocks down the 3-ball. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Hardaway, no good. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Edwards. Back to Towns. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Timberwolves call timing. Minnesota making a switch. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters, one for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, D.A. Thank you. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big 3 of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
Here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
I tell you, the moment he sees the open man, Monte Morris lets it go.
Out to the wing. Washington, that's for 2. Hands it from downtown. Hardaway's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Irving. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Another three for Dallas.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And it's Towns missing. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves trailed by 10. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Washington. Back to Irving. And here is Gafford. Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Minnesota making a switch.
Substitution. Kyle Anderson. Nikhil Alexander Walker. Mike Conley.
Here's Alexander Walker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Hardaway with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it goes down 2 points. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
One thing you hear nowadays, Doris, is that there's not enough defense. Do you agree with that?
I don't in this way, Kevin. I believe we must redefine what quality defense looks like. The floor is so spread, the skill level and shot making so high that I think it is much more difficult to guard in today's NBA.
Timberwolves trailed by 6. Anderson right side. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Towns with the bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Gafford. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Substitution on the corner.
On defense, the Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Sinks the three-pointer. Washington's got 12.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Towns. The Mavericks pull it in. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season. Outside Hardaway. Here's Hardy. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. And it's an 11-point Maverick lead.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Left side, Jones. Pass to Hardy. Gafford with the ball. Defended by Gobert. Snatched up from deep Washington. Back to Gafford. No good on the last second attempt there.
What aggressive defense from the lengthy Rudy Gobert. This guy covers so much territory.
36.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Mavericks leading by 9. And usually one of the league leaders in field goal percentage, Doris, Daniel Gafford. What a solid contributor.
Kevin, you love those role players who play within themselves, and that's exactly what Gafford gives you, an understanding of what his team needs. Rim running, rim protection, and rebounding.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Pass to Washington. Another 3 for Dallas.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Another 3 for Dallas.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the basket by Jones. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Over to the left wing. Hardaway for three. Another three for Dallas.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Yes, that goes in. Anderson's got 10 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Stolen by Anderson. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor. While we love his ability to attack the rim, he just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Doris, when we look at the Dallas Mavericks, it looks like a team that has shown they want to win now.
Kevin, I think their ownership has never been afraid to pull the trigger on a big trade. The Mavs are not about just making it to the playoffs. This is an organization that seeks the ultimate prize, and that is to win an NBA championship.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, P.J. Washington.
That free throw good from Washington.
Now for P.J. Washington, it's important he continue to establish himself as a floor spacer. This guy can really make threes.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. We all know Luka Doncic is a master of one-on-one isolation scoring. Coach Jason Kidd said he knows how to use his body, angles. Sometimes as a coach, you want to run all these plays, but at the end of the day, it's about getting him the ball with enough time to be creative. Kevin?
That's right, David. Letting him cook. Thanks for the report. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
To the paint. Here's Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
There's the steal. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, this is what you like to see from Morris, being aggressive. Hammer it down with authority, big man.
Here's Conley, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Ends the move with a whisper instead of a bang, going to the finger roll.
Pass to Prosper. They kick it out to Green. Doncic outside. Gobert with the block.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
To the inside. Outside, Green. Here's Prosper. Into the lane. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got 11.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react. but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Prosper. Still yet to score. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense.
51.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Now Kleba shoots the three, and he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Anderson. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
They see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
As soon as you turn it over on them, they're off to the races. They have been absolutely relentless in the open floor.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Here's Kleba. Nice move.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks.
No good on the free throw. So both teams making some changes here.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Greg is a guy that led the offense, a floor general. Do you think we're in the golden era of point guards?
Kevin, it's hard to say. I mean, the 80s had Magic and Isaiah. The 90s had Stockton and Payton. The 2000s with Nash and Kidd. But this era is deep. You got Curry, Lillard, Doncic, Morant, and, of course, CP3 is still going.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Gobert. And, yes, it's good.
Well, this is where Dwight Powell is in his element. All of those physical abilities coming to bear on the interior. Nicely done.
Blocking foul called on Conley. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Minnesota on D. Pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to Sky for that slam dunk.
Third team foul.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Here's Irving. And Dallas again with the bucket.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
It's stolen by Green. Down low. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
See, Kyrie never hesitates. As soon as he sees that open man, boy, it is on time.
It's offline from half court. Sweet little floater. 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Conley's shot is off. And so here is Dallas. Here's Irving. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
Edwards, that's good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Pass to Kleba. Back to Green. Nobody near Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33. And so it's Dallas with it. And the NBA's new CBA cracking down on the top spending teams, Greg, but also the bottom spending teams.
Yeah, before teams had until the trade deadline to hit the minimum salary floor. Now they've got to be there day one, or they lose out on luxury tax distributions, which could end up in the millions.
Conley's shot is off. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Right side, Green. The 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Irving from long range. Ring shot on the way. Again, the Mavericks score.
The buckets, the game is just flowing for Kyrie Irving. Looks easy for him right now.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Substitution on the court.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge,